Hey guys, welcome back to Unreal Fundamentals. So today we're going to be going over how to quickly make blockouts for pretty much anything. I mean, I'm specifically going to be making a building similar to this one. So if you follow along, you should have something like this with a stairwell at the back, doors. There's obviously some very square windows, and then this one interior wall. Um, we'll be making something similar to this. It's a little rough in design, but that's kind of the whole point. Um, Blocking out is very quick. This whole thing takes about 20 minutes to do, and you can basically have yourself a makeshift building that you yourself can design and change as you want, um, without having to, take any assets from outside the engine, put them in, and then try to make them all fit together. You can just build it. Um, Very easy, very good if you're in like a prototype phase and you don't know exactly what you're going for yet. It just gives you something to work with that you can run around in and, see how everything looks. So, pretty straightforward. We'll be going over that this episode. Um, so, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so to start with here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna clear off some space right here in this corner. Just delete that. And let's go ahead and delete that. We're going to go up here to this top left, and you'll see there's a couple options. Normally selection's the default. We're going to go to modeling. Once you're in modeling, you should have this menu. If you still have the actor menu right here, I'd probably go ahead and just recommend closing it for now. You can reopen it in this Windows section right here. But with both of them open, it takes up a lot of space and your viewport gets really small, so I would just close that. And then you'll probably have to just pull this out a bit because I think it comes in kind of small. We're going to go to Cube Grid. It's one of my favorite ways to block out levels very quickly. You'll see it puts like this kind of grid down here. You can create basic, let's do it right here. You can create basic shapes very quickly using this. So let's do this. And then for the cube grid, how it works is you create a space and then you've got these push or pull buttons. If you hit pull, it brings it up one or more. And if you hit push, it deletes it. So you can also do the same with E and Q. So E is pull and then Q is push. Now you also have slide back and slide forward. These allow you to move the whole grid without creating blocks. So let's say I do E and I want to skip a space. I hold shift and then press E again. And then you can move up and then you can press E and create another layer. And then if you decide you don't like that, you can just hit Q again to delete it. Now, if you hold shift and hit Q, it just goes straight down and through, which lets you go back to previous without deleting something you actually like. So you could put another floor there, for example, if you wanted. But I'm going to delete that. So, go back up. Now I'm going to hold shift and press E a couple times here. Just make a couple floors. Wait, is that too many? No, that's 3. Okay. We'll do shift E, 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. So the reason I'm doing 3 is because the default character height is about 2. So if you do 3, it'll give you a little extra headroom, which is more realistic. If you just do 2, it's going to feel very cramped. So now that we've got those set up, I'm going to go ahead and just start the walls here. Need to see the whole thing. And then we're going to do E to create the wall straight up. If you want to block out like basic doors, what you can do is if you click on the front, Q and E work in a different direction. So you can just do something like that and then hit Q and it'll just delete it and create you a door. So boom, I've got a basic wall and a door right there. And so we'll just go ahead and finish this up. You can do it pretty quickly just by going, wait, I'm grabbing the wrong spot. Yeah. So I was moving it out of the ways because I didn't want anything else to interfere. So we'll do that. And then there. And then we'll just do the rest of the walls real quick. So just E all the way up. Same thing. Oh, missed the first one. Okay. And now. All right, so now we've got one door and then a bunch of empty floors. So next what we can do, now if you're designing this normally instead of making the whole outline first and then floor by floor, sometimes it's easier to create like one floor at a time. So start at the bottom and then just slowly move up and add stuff as you go. I just did it all at once because what I felt like doing. All right, so we're on the bottom floor, and then we want to add a staircase. So let's go ahead and say right here, we want to add some stairs up. We'll do Shift E to go up one, and then Q down, so that created us a hole. Yeah, okay. And then in create, you can do just basic stairs. There should be some right here. Oh yeah, we'll need to go ahead and accept the cube grid. So there we go. So now the cube grid is a... Oh, why is it so dark? I guess because there's no lights in here. I'm actually going to just tear out this back wall for a second so I can see stuff better. Do cube grid. As long as the actor is selected, you can modify it at a later time. If it's not selected, then you modify onto other things. So, and by that I mean, I'll hit cancel here. So if I click this, and then I go to cube grid, and I do this, hit accept. What it did is it added this cube to every single copy of that static mesh that's here. So it added it to that one, it added to that one. It actually modified the static mesh itself. So you'll want to be careful of that. Let me go ahead and just remove that. I missed it somehow. Okay. And accept. All right. So we want to modify this one. Cube grid. Just take out this back wall so we get some more light in there. Okay. All right. So we'll do stairs. And then can rotate them like that. Just put them up against the wall. And then let's do, I don't know, like 20. Okay, well that worked pretty much perfectly. We'll have to create a slightly wider area for it, it looks like. And I didn't get it turned enough. Jeez, I need to turn up my rotation. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and move this more this way. That's probably good. Go ahead and hit accept. And then go back to the cube grid. Oh, I forgot. I am clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, cube grid. Cube. It looks like it deleted the stairs too, so that's something you'll have to watch out for when you're doing this. Okay, let me just grab these. I'm gonna move these out of here. Oh, yep, they've been permanently modified. That's great. Okay, so we're just gonna delete that and restart. Go ahead and get rid of that. That. Probably all that actually. Okay. Looks like it's the same options. Put it like right there. Rotate it. Just gonna type 90. Okay. And then here. And there. Okay, so now we got perfectly aligned stairs down there to there. Should be enough ceiling height there. Go ahead and accept that. Okay, so we got our first to second floor. Very dark. I just add static light in here. It's way too dark. Window. Skylight. 20. Okay. Still kind of dark, but it's actually very dark. All right. So yeah, we'll go from here. We can just do a back and forth type pattern probably. So we'll go. Let's go back to modeling, cube grid, and let's cut out the same amount. Oh, we did 3. The stairs are too wide. Let's actually up it to 4. Q. Got to click on this again. Okay. Do more right here. 4. Okay. And then we'll go Shift E, delete. Shift E, delete. Like I did Shift Q there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just cut out this wall too, so we can see the stairs easier. Okay. And then let's just take these stairs and let's copy them. Since we already made them, might as well. I gotta up that rotation. There we go. Let's do up. Okay. Yeah. another. In case you've never duplicated anything before, I'm just holding the Alt key while I drag. If you hold Alt and drag, it just copies the object. Okay. And then one more. Okay, looks good. So now we got a basic set of floors and stairs going all the way up to the top. Now, this will depend a little bit on preference, but let's say you don't like this on the stairs. You just want like the stairs themselves. There's a couple of different ways you can handle this, but the way I prefer to do it, and what I probably should have done before explaining this right here, is you can do what's called a plane cut. And what it does is it will cut a mesh. It starts off directly centered on the mesh, and if you turn it, it'll cut off parts of that mesh and basically remake it. So let's go, then we're going to go down a little bit, and then we're actually going to need to just flip this all the way over because it started off on the wrong way. Okay, so this isn't going to look perfect most likely. Let me take that off so I can try to be a little there. Okay. Got. Okay. And then if I hit accept, and that is our new stair mesh. And you see it did it with all of them. Since it modifies the mesh itself, as I said before, if you do like copy and paste of a mesh, it will modify every mesh. So quick easy way to try and do a large scale modification like that. I think those look pretty good actually. Yeah. Okay. So we got a top and bottom, we got our front door. What we can do is we can also make some hallways really easily using the same thing. We just go in here and do a cube grid again. Let's say we want this right here to be like an opening to the stairwell. And maybe the doors right here and the rest of this is just walled off. 3. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is a new cube grid. We actually probably would prefer this be attached to the building. So I'm actually going to delete these real quick. Cancel. Okay. So click the building, then hit cube grid. That way it lights everything up for us. Go out. Want to go out far enough so people can fit easily, so we'll do that. Should be good. We could probably make this doorway a little bit smaller. And then go right here. You could make this stairwell like open if you wanted to, I guess. But I think I'm gonna close off underneath the other set of stairs like that. And then let's go ahead and do this. There we go. So now we just got to do that with everything. So here, follow the same pattern all the way up the building. So we'll do 2 out for the doorway. What did I put here? Right there, that's Okay. Yeah, right behind the stairs. Okay. I've already forgotten. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Inside. Okay. Oh, actually, I think we want to go out one more. Did I not go out far enough? Yeah, I did, but I guess since the stairwell is out farther, it doesn't really fit the same way. Hmm. Yeah, there's not really a reason for them to go behind the stairs unless you wanted them to, so I guess that's up to personal preference again. 3. Go this way. 2, 3. And then... I mean, as a basic blockout, I mean, you get the idea. You don't necessarily have to do that. We could even leave these just open if we want. And then let's do, yeah, same thing. So we'll do this. Actually, let's mix it up on this one. Let's just, let's put the door like right there. And then we'll just do a wall across. Go. And then we'll do the same thing over here as the other one where we put the door. Let's put it out slightly farther. Let's put it like right here. Oh, oops. Yeah. Let me actually turn the scalability up. There's like little things right there. Not really a big deal. It's just something to do with the mesh, I think. Let me see if I can switch to one that looks more appealing. We can do the gray prototype, like what they use. That was the mesh itself. I don't want to change that. I'll change the grid material. We change it to the top dark prototype, like what they're using over here. So, yeah. Yeah, it's still there a little bit, but it's much less noticeable. Okay, so now we've got this. Looks pretty good. We'll leave that open. Very dark. No lights. Let's for a minute. Cast shadows. I think that'll, yeah, there we go. So I just turned off cast shadows. So some of the walls are still dark. That's dependent on the directional light. But this way you can work on it easier without it killing you. Or not being able to see anything. Oh, the stairs have shadows still. And cast shadows. I think you'll have to do that on a per stair basis. So let me do that for all of them. Okay. All right, so we got that. Got our opening. We could add in some windows. It's really easy. Same thing, we just go back to the cube grid. Actually, sorry, I want to click on this first. Cube grid. And let's do it from the inside. We'll just be, let's just add in some windows. Now, granted, they're, you know, just squares, but it'll give you a good, kind of estimation for the future, I guess, on where you want them, or if you want them. Get one there. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna do it on this floor. You get the idea. That one's too close. Do it right there. Let's do it right there instead. Do. Okay, why is that doing that? Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then the basic grid material. I'll have to change it again later. So here, and then over here. Probably fine. Okay. We got some windows now. Just some additional substance. They look terribly off place, but you can, everyone has their own choice on how they want to do that. And then for walls, I mean, I guess it depends if this is going to be like an office or, I mean, you could block out a basement or something as well. But we can do I don't know. Let's leave a space there. Let's just go this way. Put some walls in there. Some right here. So you get it. Pretty straightforward. The material does switch back to its default whenever you build like a new grid. But if you go back to the cube grid tool where we have where you've got the elements, so you'll see now there's multiple spots for it. If you just go ahead and type in whatever you were doing before, and then it should change it to that new one. Okay, so we got that. So that's a basic overview of how to kind of quickly block out buildings. You can block out whole levels basically doing this. The performance on it is pretty good. It does turn into a static mesh, so I'd recommend if you're going to do like a whole building, you may want to split it up into pieces and then just connect them. Or you may want to do like the outer part of the building and the walls, and then all the stuff inside the building you wouldn't want to be a part of the same mesh because you wouldn't want to have all that loaded in at the same time. But yeah, so that's a pretty quick run through of how you use some of the tools. There are other things you can do with this tool as well a little bit, like the voxels and changing the meshes, deforming them. But yeah, there we go. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully.